I agree with you that right here, use this FOIL method, is not the clearest. So let us go through what I would do, and then hopefully that'll be clear. You should come up with the same answer here. So here we go. What I do is I first take that -1 and I distribute it here, and I distribute it here. So let me change pens. I am going to end up with here this equal sign, and I'm going to end up with -1, and my parentheses here is miserable, times -1 and if you look at that, what I just wrote down, that's going to be this. So we've got the first thing done. Back to a black pen. The next thing is to distribute the -1 to the radical on where this is, right here. So I'm going to have plus -1 times square root of x plus 11. Okay, now I'm going to do the next distribution, and I don't care about this -1 anymore, but I need to distribute the radical x plus 11 to that -1 and then over to here. So I continue with my black pen, and I have this time, and I'm going to have to write down here on the underneath, plus, and let me point to it here. Here's what I'm distributing, is this thing. Square root of x plus 11, and that's an 11 right there. This is tough writing with just the mouse, times this thing right here, that +1. Actually, that's a -1, excuse me, -1. And this writing is terrible with a mouse, but that's, hopefully it's still clear. And then I distribute one more time over to this right here, this x plus 11, where I'm putting a little mark, and I'm going to distribute this. So I end up with plus mouse go? Your mouse. There we go. Plus square root of x plus 11 times square root of x plus 11. Okay. So now let's combine this stuff. Right here, -1 times -1 is going to be equal to 1. The next step, and this is going to be two big steps here. I'm going to add this one plus, so one underneath it, if I can find my mouse, there it is, plus this one. And when you add those two together, you end up with -2 times square root of x plus 1. Notice that right here, that's what I came up with. I've got that one. Okay. Next thing is to do this step right here. Square root of x plus 11 times square root of x plus 11 is going to be, and I'll just write it in red right here. If I can find the mouse, come on mouse, where are you? There we go. Plus x plus 11. Alright, now we simplify. 1 plus 11 is equal to 12. And I can scratch that out. I'm going to have this plus x here. So I can cross that out. And then I'm left with minus 2 times the square root of x plus 1. And that is the same thing as right there. And I think that's what you were after. Hopefully this is clear enough. It's pretty scratchy, but this is more probably what you're used to seeing when you see two numbers multiplied together. The FOIL method that's being shown right here is one of those shortcut methods that might be the part that's confusing you. But if you just do the step of distribute one thing at a time from over here, life will be easier. So, is this a mess or what? But anyway, hopefully this is clear and hopefully you got it. And at this point I'm going to stop this video and try and get it over to you when I can, as soon as I can.